Hey there, it's David from Project 42 Musicians React and Nothing Gained. We're doing top 10 challenge lists and we are about to do Dalrath Grub. Now, in your top 10 challenge, you put down, we just did Queen Bohemian Rhapsody recently, which you knew got a 10 out of 10. I don't care what anyone says, I'm going to announce that one already. Out of 10, that's a great track. So you've requested Rainbow, Difficult to Cure from 1984 Live is what you'd like me to check out. Now, Rainbow, I know of the band Rainbow. Have I really listened to them? No. Now, as a metalhead, or I kind of class myself as a general overall musician, but I do like hard rock, and metal would probably be the genres I go to the most. I respect bands like Rainbow. I respect bands like Black Sabbath. I'm not a huge fan of their stuff overall, mainly because of production value and overall track writing, etc., over those sort of elements. But I understand how they influence people that I do love, because I grew up in the 80s and 90s. So 90s was my kind of element for metal, and I like some of the rock from the 80s. But I was never a big fan of the Led Zeppelins, the Black Sabbaths, the Rainbow, Dio, any of that sort of stuff. I understand how it influences, but now listening back to it, I'm like, yeah, I can't quite like it. I understand the influence, but I was never a massive fan of those tracks. Most metalheads will now just sort of launch through the screen and kill me. But sorry guys, it's just generally how I listen to it, and I go, yeah, I understand how it influences the bands that I love. But that was for the guys that were rocking in the 70s and 80s. That's their bands. That's who they have that connection. I don't have that connection to them. Saying that, however, bands, individual Aussie tracks, Aussie albums, I've actually liked some of the Aussie albums on his own. I think there's some great tracks out there. Hang on, anyway, I'm digressing. We're going to check out Rainbow, Difficult to Cure 1984. If you like the reaction, please subscribe, click the bell icon, like and share, leave me some comments down below. This is a relatively long track, so this is 11 minutes 22, so I've been in the mood today for short tracks, get me energy, so I'm glad this is the last one I'm doing so I can focus on it. Let's go check this out. Check out the second channel, Musician React 2.0. Let's do this.
There's no such thing as a perfect writer. This is why I use Grammarly to check
I
them.
hate
If I'm
ads.
putting
Go away. No, go away. There we go. Match the colour scheme. Let's go with that one. The question always has got to be in my mind nowadays when you think about this sort of stuff is how much of this was creative genius, how much of this was self-indulgence with listening to these bits. When we've gone to gigs in my teens, I was like, always build up, and now I'm like, see, just let me know in the comments. Hi Marco76, thank you for subscribing. Say hello. So this track feels very Middle Eastern, that kind of vibe to it. Arabian Nights. Looking off to the side because I've got two screens. The screen that I'm looking at is basically the editing one. This one over here. That's the one that's got the actual thing on. Cool, I like that bit. I like that fading of the orchestra in the background, that's kind of cool. I love the ride signal by the drummer. Accent. guitar sounds awful. That's a personal thing. Stay standards, it kind of like throws them on stage for that. Kind of put the mic to one side of that. You know he's a good guitarist, so that's good for him, so he's amazing guitar. How many keyboards do you actually need? That seems excessive. is the most random track I've heard in a long time. I'm not sure how I feel about this track so far. I'm intrigued to see what they're going to do next now. Just I don't quite understand the track as a whole. I understand why it's 11 minutes and 21 seconds long. Like War of the Worlds sort of thing there. That slide. Okay, so that was Rainbow, Difficult to Cure 1984 live. Okay, let's break it down. So, that was a performance to me. That was a good performance. It had all the showmanship, had interesting dialogue. It was using Ode to Joy as its kind of core root sort of structure to it. It had some other elements going on there, and it was very odd, but it felt like a performance. Do I justify it as a top 10 challenge song? Probably not, because I can't pick out the elements of Rainbow in there. I picked out elements of what they've used to create, and they've mashed up. It's almost like a big giant mashup they've created. So for that, I mean, yeah, that was a few words I put in there were performance. Cool. I liked it. I liked the energy. I liked what they were doing. But then I put the question mark of what was the purpose of the track. I don't get what it was. What was the element? It wasn't telling a story. It wasn't doing anything apart from doing a performance piece to showcase technical ability. The guitar sound, I couldn't. Yeah. I wouldn't use that guitar sound to record a demo, to be honest. It was odd. It was a weird sound. I mean, yeah, talking 1984, it could be the player, it could be how they've it messed it around and it sounds messed up in the mix. So I get that, it can happen. But it just, it didn't sound right with the rest of the band. It sounded really rough to me, the sound. It didn't have... Maybe they were going for edgy. Maybe they were doing a Metallica Scent Anger and trying to go, well, this is what we're going to try and do. We're kind of keep... Let's not do a stock sound for the guitar. But it didn't sound right to me. And I am sure I'm going to get loads of comments going, you don't know what you're talking about. And people are going to sit there and slate me and do all the usual crap I get for being an actually honest reaction. But let me know what you think in the comments below, whether it's hate, you hate my reaction, or if you honestly get an idea of what I'm trying to talk about on here. I honestly would love your feedback either way. It's an interesting part of doing the reaction channel. This is basically a non-profit. I don't make any money off of this. Trust me, even if I make any money, if I make 20 quid off for an entire month, that really doesn't cover the amount of hours I put into doing a YouTube channel. So please leave the comments. That's what I do. This is great to do sort of connections, interactions. And let me know what you think. Please subscribe, click the bell icon, like and share, leave me the comments, and check out the second channel, Musician Rap 2.0. Different channels, videos updated daily. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on another video sometime very soon. Take care.